Hi everyone, welcome to See the Stories, our featured segment on this 3-hour news show. Before we talked with our guest today, I'd like to ask my colleague Rangga Stamat.
Yes.
I want to ask you a question, Rangga Stamat.
Please, go ahead.
So, can you guess how many bird species are there in Indonesia?
Holy cow, do you have to ask that?
I do have to ask that.
I don't know. Should I take a wild guess?
Yeah, do.
Wild guess.
Is it on the
guess.
tens of thousands?
I want to think here about, let's say, thousands.
Thousands.
The thousands.
All right, so let me have my cheat sheet here. Turns out that in Indonesia, Indonesia had a whopping 1,826 bird species, which is even more than the previous year. So you are not that bad, Rangga.
Yeah. Good
And
call,
about 542 of those species are only found in Indonesia. That makes Indonesia the country with the most unique bird species in the world.
Oh, nice.
Yes, amazing.
All right, and according to Organisasi Burung Indonesia, there are 1,826 bird species in Indonesia in 2023. The figure is up from 1,818 species in the previous year. However, we also lost 3 old ones, namely the white ibis, chestnut monia, and white belly dog.
Meanwhile, 12 bird species have been reclassified into a higher threat category, with the most significant the hill blue flycatcher that has been categorized on the brink of extinction. That's the bird.
That is the bird.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, so now while mountain climbing and diving are very popular nature activities, have you ever considered bird watching in Indonesia? Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now let's delve into this fascinating hobby with a birding guide and wildlife photography enthusiast, Mas Boas Emmanuel. Thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
for coming.
Yeah, thank you
Thank you
for
for coming.
inviting me.
And you're bringing
And
some
then
equipment
bring
here.
all the gear
Yeah,
with you.
just to share with all of you guys, so you will know what to bring for bird watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before we already started anyway. So can you tell us how you got into this this hobby? You want to call this hobby or is it passion?
yeah.
This is passion.
Or is it a
more
career?
like passion.
Or is it a
Right.
career now?
it's now
it became like my job actually.
Your
Okay.
job.
So can you tell us how it all got started?
Yeah. So basically, my parents from the when I was kid, they taught me to love animal or any kind of animals,
Right.
but not to keeping them as a pet.
So don't
So
keep
that's
them
the important part,
Okay.
that everyone need to understand, put the bold
Right.
word,
Underline.
yeah,
Right.
undermark, something like that. So from there, when we have our first internet, Google and things,
Right.
I have this kind of hobby, downloading, collecting animal pictures, from all over the
Yes.
world, birds, fish, mammals, everything.
Right.
So until one day, I started to think oh, there must be bird here in Jakarta.
And why birds specifically?
Because the first is the birds are the most common animal around us.
All
I mean
True.
well, not everyone aware about it, but if you ask for birds, they will know. Oh yeah, birds.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
It's really
So yeah, that's the how I get into birding.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you thought that there must be some birds in Indonesia and
yeah.
around me.
Yeah.
And then you started this taking pictures of birds.
Not really. So
Not really, so
yeah.
how did you
Oh, not right away?
So when I started, at first, because the camera is expensive, right? Yeah. So I started with the bird watching first.
Right.
So my father, luckily, he has an old binoculars, from my grandfather.
All right.
Yeah. So well, it's not in a good condition, but he clean it a little bit. Then after that, I can start to use it, and that's the how I get into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with this vintage binocular.
Yeah, like
Very cool.
Bird watch.
World War II binocular.
World War II
Maybe,
binocular.
yeah, but it's the old one. Yeah,
Old one.
not that old though. Yeah,
World War II is
yeah.
not that
no,
old.
no, no. That's very old. Yeah,
That's too
yeah.
old. That's
yeah.
too old.
Very old.
So you chose bird watching, but how do you pick the locations?
So yeah, for the location, usually like I decide the which bird that I want to see, right?
Okay, so
And
first
the
you
bird.
got the information about the
Yeah,
bird
like
first.
I got the try to find the information about the which species that I want to see, and then like Google it, and then like once I found the let's say they can be found in Sumatra, then like I need to check like which part of Sumatra, and then like plan the other things like the budgeting and other things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
something
right.
like that.
But how? Okay, just before you go ahead with your question, Ranga. So how long do you need to spend the time for bird watching and finally taking pictures of one specific or one species of bird?
That's a nice question. Yeah.
Yes.
So like it depends on the lucky factor, of course. Yeah. But sometimes like I spend like a few days normally, like to photograph like one particular species, and also like sometimes like in a good day, like you can get like more than that, like maybe 10, 15 species in one day. Like depends on the the location you visit, like I visited. Yeah, something like that.
So what factors that will tell you whether or not you have enough of snapping?
Oh, the pictures. You mean?
Yes, the pictures.
It depends on the. Everyone have their own standard, right?
Okay.
Yeah, like for me, like as long as I got the a nice clear pictures, like it doesn't have to be like a super close up like these pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
this is
Yeah,
close up.
This is very close. Like I got it like super close, but sometimes I also want to get back a bit further, so I can take pictures of the
Surroundings.
their environment too. Yeah,
Environment.
like for the education purpose.
Is there any hardest bird to be
Yeah.
pictured?
Yeah. We're curious.
Well, there are a lot of birds that difficult to get. Like, but like if you talk about the difficult in terms of, the technique, then it's the small birds normally, like typically like babblers or like warblers. Like that's the
hardest.
the bird species like that's very difficult because they are small and they move very fast. And they never stay like long in one perch. I mean, on one perch, like they always move.
Well, talking about your achievement, let's say achievement, is there any rarest bird that you have taken pictures with? And where is it?
Okay, so far like I will talk about Indonesia first.
Yes.
So like the rarest bird I've photographed so far is it's called storm stork.
Storm stork.
Yeah, so like it's a stork. And yeah, it's that species like they live in the rainforest, and they are the most critically endangered stork in the world.
Right.
In the world.
In the world, and they can be found in Indonesia, but only in Sumatra and Kalimantan Island. Yeah, but you need to go to the forest, like a nice lowland forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that stork like is not like a typical stork that can be found in the open area. Yeah. So and also like because they have, I think the global population is like around 500 pairs, something like that, left in the world.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the world.
Yeah.
That's very few, right?
Yeah.
And then there is the giant ibis.
Giant.
Yeah, which I got like just recently, like earlier this year. Like for that one, like I had to travel to Cambodia, and then like to the city of Siem Reap, and like from Siem Reap, like I need to travel another like I forgot like a few hours, like 3 or 6 hours, like to get to the location, and last time like it took me like 3 days like before finally I got the bird like and it's like
Wow.
3 days?
from I don't know like 200 meters away maybe like it's very
Oh
very
my
far.
goodness.
And I saw it like at dusk. So like when it's getting dark,
Right.
yeah, the local guide like called us like he said like I found the bird, I found the bird. Like he gave the location and like we rushed there, and
Challenging.
then like yeah, we saw it like from afar.
Now that's interesting. So when you actually go to a specific location, especially the one that you're just mentioning, in the forest, in the rainforest areas,
Yeah,
you don't go alone, do you?
no,
No. So who do you go with? Is there a group of other photographers and then locals you mentioned?
usually like I will go with the local guide.
Local.
Yeah.
Oh, local guy.
And it's a must, like
It's a
for,
must,
for,
yeah.
for its location because like they know the area better than me because I live in Jakarta,
Yes,
obviously.
exactly.
Yeah, and that's how like from its location I will have my own local guide, and so most of the pictures here are also like thanks to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Even though then you're staying at one place for 3 days, they always be there with you?
Yeah,
Intact.
yeah,
Wow.
always.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there any specific tools? You brought all these magnificent cameras with you, but
Yeah.
I mean, in this era of technology, after you explain about what tools you bring, can we actually use simpler tools like phones, let's say?
Okay.
Smartphones?
Actually, it is possible. Just need the extra work, like because as you know, like the phone camera, like they are not built like for this kind of stuff. So you need the other tools like the spotting scope, like the orange one we have
Yes,
here
spotting
on the
scope.
table.
Okay.
Yeah. So like and also like you need to put the adapter, like to make it like to help you like. Easier, like so you can take the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even like also with the binoculars.
Yeah.
The green one.
Right.
Yeah. But also like you need an adapter,
Okay.
especially if you're not used to it. But like my brother like sometimes he use his phone to take a record. We call it record shot.
Okay.
Record
You know,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
record shot. Yeah, because like no, just for. ID purpose or just for documentation only. Like,
okay.
Well, I found this bird like the rare one when he didn't bring his camera.
His
Something.
camera.
Right.
Yeah.
So you use your
Yeah.
kind of like.
And what are the proper?
Yeah, on a typical
ones?
day, how do you go through your equipment?
So usually like I bring these three normally, the one.
Yeah, can you kind of show us a little bit
Can
too?
you
So you
show-
can pick it up and then
Okay.
show us too.
How
How
do you
So
Would you use
first
them?
sorry.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
first, I think you should start
Birdwatching,
with the
yeah,
binoculars.
This is
Of
not
course.
from the World War II, right?
No. This is the a new one.
A
yeah,
new one.
Yeah. I need the refreshment for.
Oh yeah, of course.
So first, you start with these.
The
Right.
binoculars. It is the most important tools for
Okay.
bird watchers because like
Kind of show us how to use them.
so yeah, open the
All right.
the piece, this one, and then
Okay.
like you can use it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far can they tell you?
How far
It's
is the size?
like a few kilometers up to a few kilometers.
Up to like 2
Yeah.
kilometers away. Wow.
Yeah, depends on the which species.
Uh-huh.
Like if you look at the small birds,
Yeah.
well, you need to get
Closer.
close. Yeah, closer.
Okay. Can you do that again one more time?
For
the camera?
example, if we see a bird
I
over
think
there,
this-
you want
yes.
to just
Oh yeah,
Right
there's
here,
Have a peek.
or-
a pretty bird there.
a pretty
a
bird.
little bit, maybe.
One more time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, hold it.
Hold it there.
Ah.
Hold it
so,
there.
yeah.
Oys.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
And what do you do if you found that there is a bird over there?
Okay.
Grab your camera right away, or?
Yeah, I mean like if I think it's close enough or I want to take a picture of the bird, like then I will like switch to the camera like
What?
the
right.
big one or the small one here.
Yeah.
Let's go with this one then. How
How-
far can this get you?
Yeah.
And how close
Well,
up?
for a bigger bird, like eagles, like last time I tried 50 meters, still okay.
50 meters.
Yeah, 30,
Okay.
50 meters.
Okay.
But it's on a nest.
Okay.
So like
Oh,
they
the
are like
eagles on the
yeah,
nest.
the eagles are
Okay.
on the nest. So
Not
like
on the
yeah.
nest. right?
They're chilling on the nest. So
Yeah.
can we go over to that?
Sure.
What do you call that?
Yeah, can you get
It
over
just,
here? Can you just
we'll
show us?
call it camera, but it's on tripod.
Tripod.
Yeah.
Camera on a tripod.
So like basically the tripod are I use it like to support the weight of these big guns.
How heavy is
that's
this?
Big guns.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
How heavy is this? Approximately?
The lens itself is like around 5 kg.
That's
Just the
what-
lens
Just
itself.
the lens, and then the body like because I use the big one, it's another kg.
That's why you need somebody to go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's too heavy.
But usually like I don't always tell I mean ask them to carry it for me.
You carry everything
You
by
carry
yourself.
everything yourself.
Okay.
Only if I don't feel like don't feel well.
So, okay, just out of my curiosity, when you take pictures or photograph the birds, are you standing up just like that, or you find a position where you sit down? where you
It
lay
depends
down?
on the bird's position, of course.
Okay.
Like if it's really high, then like I will need to increase the height.
So you're
Okay.
standing up mostly?
Yeah, like I will increase the tripod height, and then like just standing, and then like if the birds are low on the ground, like I will always try to lay down on the
Lie
ground
down.
and yeah to get the eye level
The
shot.
eye
Yeah.
level
Eye level.
shot.
Yeah, I
That's
call it
what
eye
you
level
need.
shot.
So that would be better. That would be best to have.
Yeah, like
the
a
shots
better
taken?
perspective.
Okay. Now explain to us why you have them camouflaged.
Oh, okay. So
It's clothed.
yeah, so like
And clothed too.
first it helps to what do you call like
Cover?
yeah, like a cover, like hide the shape of the camera itself because it's big, right?
Hiding the shape.
Hiding the shape. Yeah.
Okay.
So it
Especially
looks
like
a forest or something.
yeah, because the other brand like yeah, like it comes in white color, right? So like and I mean like with that color, like it will be very obvious for the birds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to
So
see-
that's what you want to avoid. You don't want the birds to be focused to know exactly what's
yeah,
happening.
like so like I will always try
Okay.
to minimize disturbance for the birds.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what are the don'ts when it comes to photographing birds? Are you not allowed to move a lot,
Right.
make sounds,
you
or
have to be very still.
yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's the one of the key. But back again, like it depends on the which bird you
Types of
photograph.
birds.
Yeah, some birds they can tolerate like noises.
Noises.
Yeah, noises, movements. Like, but we always try to like as quiet as possible when we were waiting for the birds.
Wow.
And you can
okay.
be very still for quite some time, right?
Yeah, last time like up to 8 hours.
Oh
10
my
Oh,
hours. It depends on the
5
Talk
hours.
Yeah.
about determination.
Yeah.
Right?
The
Okay.
muscle stiffness and all
Yeah.
that.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
you need to. I will need to stretch a bit, but
yeah.
like, yeah,
It's like a
Okay.
sport on its own.
yeah,
right?
like take a break a bit, you know, like
Right.
stretch the legs,
Yeah.
and then
Back
like
at
go
it.
back and no, wait again.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
Curious.
again, we want to talk about again because Alia and I are we can call ourselves beginners.
Beginners.
If we
Free
were
beginners,
to go,
I would say.
yeah,
Free
free beginners.
Okay.
If we were to go out and have some pictures taken, let's say, yeah, I want to invest in some equipment. How would we start? Well, how basic is it for us? Yeah.
How much?
And
Okay.
approximately what do we need to have?
So basically, like try to find the camera that fit your budget.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
So it
even
doesn't
like
matter.
yeah, that's the first thing you need to know because you don't want to, let's say, apply what do you call like a debt with to someone.
Right, you don't
you
want
know?
to.
Yeah,
Of course.
So like, and not all of the camera that you use for bird photography or wildlife photography like has to be this big.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can use the smaller one, like the one on the table.
Yeah.
That's still big.
Right.
But,
Slightly cheaper.
Slightly.
Yeah, slightly cheaper. I don't want to say, oh, it's not expensive. It is
It
expensive.
is expensive
It is.
still.
Yeah, and there is actually like another camera like called like a point and shoot,
Okay.
like or pro summer camera.
Okay.
Which is like basically almost like a pocket camera, but with the long zoom. So like
Right.
if you need the pictures like only for documentation and like not to show like your friends or publish it
Yeah, like you're a pro or something.
Yeah,
That's
something
more
like
than
that.
enough.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
All right.
And of
Yeah.
course, you need the binoculars.
The
That's
binoculars,
very-
and also like they have like several types, and with the different prices too. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Wow, that's
Well,
very
still he hasn't revealed the price.
Not yet.
Or the average,
No,
but that's going
I
to
don't
be...
want.
he doesn't want.
You can just Google it. You know,
Okay,
check it on
we'll
Google.
Google it. But we'll still continue talking to Boas. See, the stories will continue, but that's going to be after the break. Don't go anywhere.